That's how you don't shit your pants, but you shit into your
Okay,
pants.
that's good.
Don't lie.
Yeah. Wait a second, you're a bitch. I'm like, oh, like, are you wet right now?
I didn't
You know what Bo said?
Here we go.
Are you fully bricked up after kissing?
No, you're not.
And
We're
Bad.
and we're back.
we're here. It feels so good.
Does it? It feels really good, huh?
Like we
does.
never left.
Dang, dude, it feels so great to be here.
I like it.
Like so good. Like I would not want to be anywhere else right now, Carter.
No.
This is how our last episode went too, with Bo being a fucking Debbie Downer.
I don't remember our last
If you guys want to know where we've been, it's because Bo's been a piece of shit.
That's
and doesn't
not
wanna
true
hang out
at
with
all.
us.
That is definitely not true. I am
Mhm.
not the reason this has not been going on.
It's sounding like it. That's all
I am
know.
the reason that our Patreon account is still going.
A little bit, yeah.
I am the reason for that.
I think it's a
Don't
lot
let
of-
it go to your head, man.
It went to my head. a little bit.
Relax.
I'm sorry. Okay. I'm
All
sorry.
right, it's
Go
a
ahead.
team effort.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Some of us were blessed.
Anyways, we have valid excuses for why we've been gone for so long.
Every week there's something.
There's been a
dramatic
lot of
happening.
things going on in our lives,
Mhm.
especially Logan's,
So much cancer.
but it's just been a rough time in our lives, so we're just trying to get everything together, but we are happy to be here.
Happy to be here.
And we're trying to make this more consistently a thing.
This is just like a
that's
big.
way too soon to say. Well,
Yeah.
this is the first one in a long time, so we'll just start there and be like, hey, whatever you get,
You're
you
right.
get.
Hey, you're right.
No. Bo's right. This is
When I
just
say
like a
more
big,
consistently, I
It's a
mean,
huge publicity stunt to get you guys to miss us.
yeah.
And now we're gonna come back.
See who our real followers are,
Yeah.
our real fans are.
Mhm.
See,
Whoever's here
Sticking
still.
around.
It's
we
c-
promise it won't be 8 months, but it definitely won't be next week, probably.
There's no promises there either. There's no promises
We don't
on
know.
either of those options. But
I'll be here next week by myself. if you
exactly,
guys
I
need
think
it.
I think more so, like you were saying, it's a test of loyalty. It's a
This had to be done.
like a cult leader thing,
It had to be done.
where
yeah.
it's like, who's the real followers? Because we're taking you with us to
No,
the next planet.
I think the issue was, we were just burning out. We were doing them a lot, and we just weren't getting enough love.
Yeah,
I think
that's
we
true.
need more love.
Yeah.
More subscribers.
How many messages do you have?
Hundreds.
There, if you have sent us a message on Patreon,
I've seen them, but I
There-
just
yeah.
couldn't respond to you because I did not know when we were going to be back.
It would be a full-time job to respond to.
No, like actually.
No, I'm
though.
not kidding. Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
like the first 3 months were the worst.
I've ran a LinkedIn before, and what is it called? Indeed, and that's it's no different.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I didn't want to lie to you guys, so I just, thought it was better left.
No, you're a
unsaid.
good guy, dude. I get
Yeah.
that.
But I mean, I saw them all. I sent a lot of screenshots to these three, and I rarely got responses from them. But
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on, dude. Every week was just like a new crisis.
Mhm.
I just got done fighting the wildfires in L.A., and it was
Yeah.
fucking a lot, dude.
mm-hmm.
And we would have been on last week if that didn't happen.
yeah, that is true. Yeah, that. And the week before it was.
I am a
something else.
fireman.
Volunteer
look-
firefighter.
You can tell by the mustache. That's why I keep a full beard, but we got to have the safety mask and stuff like
Yeah,
that. So it's only
it's got a
mustache.
suction. Yeah, yeah, I feel it.
Well, Carter, where are we at?
well,
We
give
did get
every-
a question last week.
Yeah, or we did.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
It's
That's
kind of
crazy.
yeah.
Did you send me your stuff, Andrew? I
I
didn't see.
didn't. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'll do it right now.
Let's
Send
start out
me
with
your
a question.
stuff, but real quick, give one life update from the past 7 months. Is anything new?
Isn't it so sad that I have nothing that comes to my mind?
One life update. You can come up with something.
Huh? Oh no, I'm not a liar.
No,
dude.
don't lie.
Honestly, I don't know. I've just been doing nothing for a while. Like I said, I'm not the reason that this hasn't been going on.
Carter, these don't look as good now that I'm drunk.
Just working.
I don't know if I want to talk about all these.
All my family are having
We
kids
got-
right now, which is
we
cool.
got stuff.
You know,
I
sister's about to
created a
have another baby.
foundation for.
I like 1 and 2 a lot here, though.
I created a foundation for anti-domestic terrorism.
anti-domestic terrorism.
I'm not pro-domestic terrorism.
ADT.
Yeah.
Anymore?
So me and ADT are currently in talks of who's going to claim that
Okay.
that 3-letter
Yeah.
agency, but that's something I've been working on really hard every week. We're fighting battles you guys will never know, and I don't ask for any praise. I'm not a hero, but
Well, you fought all the fires. Dude.
Yeah, I'm not a hero though, but you guys would say that. That's fine. Andrew?
I got a garage gym. Bo and I are going to start horn out.
Yeah, I'm going to start just repping 225 on that.
Yeah. We're
Just for
thinking,
fun.
no,
Don't, come
we're
on.
really going to do this thing, though. I'm going to sell Bo's body.
I definitely need to utilize
As
my
much as I
best
can.
feature.
Yeah.
That is my body, for sure. And I have it. I need to sell out.
I might
for
blur
sure.
your face.
Yeah, you could blur my eyes because they're a little.
Yeah, I don't know if they're too far or too close, but they make me
It's somewhere,
uneasy.
yeah. So blur those out. Maybe
Yeah.
I just wear sunglasses.
Oh, put one of those like sleep masks on.
Think about it. Maybe I just wear sunglasses.
You'd look like a GI Joe
Yeah,
type of
yeah.
idiot.
He's just hating on you, dude. Don't
That's
hate on
okay.
you.
No, yeah, that's the update of my life. I got a home gym. We're gonna start pushing out some slutty content for you guys all around.
That would be really good
For everyone.
for the show.
I know. Yeah,
Well, you can
Oh,
check out our
wow.
Instagram story that we just posted.
yeah.
Little-
Check out our
little
Instagram
sneak peek.
story.
You guys won't be
little
able to
sneak
see it because this will be put out a week
That
later.
is true.
But,
That is true.
What's the Instagram?
WKWC at podcast or
Not at WKWC podcast.
Andrew's drunk.
I know.
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
All right, let's start us off. Here we go. Do you guys consider yourselves morally superior to Roman emperors that had orgies, stole people's wives, did all those crazy things? You guys think if you were put in their shoes,
I'll
you
go
might-
first.
You
I
might
got
fall
a
into
good
the
answer
same
now.
trap.
I am superior morally, yes, but I'm jealous of what they had.
I am not superior morally by choice. If I was put in the shoes of Caligula, I can't say I wouldn't be doing the exact same shit. So, little backstory. Caligula made 2 yachts in Roman times.
Logan's been big on history lately.
2
Yes.
giant,
Huge on history. So any history question that you ask, okay, go ahead.
2
He's
giant,
very excited right now.
giant boats
Okay.
that could fit palaces on top of the boats, and they were just his orgy boats. So he'd just get fucking all the people. Something else that used to happen in Roman times, when like when the Roman emperor would come through your village and he saw a gorgeous, 16-year-old girl, or boy,
Gorgeous
or boy,
Yeah,
16-year-old girl.
gotta
young-
give them up.
young, hot, cute something. They didn't care which way it was. They were now for Rome. So it's like, you're for Rome, and now get in the back.
Of the boat, the orgy boat.
Imagine
No,
being her
of-
father
of-
and just being like,
of any
yeah,
of it.
take her, please.
You're for Rome.
Mm.
So, given all that power from birth,
Yeah, I didn't know we were doing like shoe swap. I don't think I would.
What do you say? Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Mhm.
I don't know if I'd be that much better. I think I would be.
No, you would
fucking
100% would
throwing
not be.
orgies.
You would be. You would be bad.
I wouldn't
you
be a
would
good
be
king.
bad.
I wouldn't be a good king.
Logan would be like the fat, like huge king that's just eating everything,
killing women
fucking
that
everything.
give him girls
just-
type of thing.
It'd be bad. Logan would be gluttonous, is what they would say. I think
I'd be gluttonous. That's,
Yeah.
that is.
he'd be
true.
getting his.
I'd be getting mine.
Yeah,
I would.
I think you would too.
Yeah,
But I think you'd have a name that everybody would know. Like, oh my god, that is
like Caesar.
the biggest sex monster ever.
Yeah,
You'd be like, you'd be like the Hitler of sex. I think back in your day.
That was Caligula.
Yeah.
No one's topping that guy.
I want to say that I'm morally superior and that
I
I would.
think you would. Be
I
You're
would-
boring.
I want to say, like, if I was put in that position, I would probably do some shitty things for sure.
Yeah.
But I would grow to the point where I'd be like, okay, this is wrong. I can't do this anymore.
My thought though is like you at 12 years old inheriting
And that's
all
where
the power in the
that's
world.
that's the issue at hand. It's like, okay, would I be any different if I was grown up in that way where all this stuff was just available to me? Like, would I?
I feel like Bo thinks of himself more as like he was a gladiator,
Right.
and he
no,
was just so
I just
good
have
at being
always.
a gladiator.
Dude, I promise you, even as a kid, I feel like I was always like morally in
It's
a
Marcus
way
Aurelius.
where like I
Bo
always
thinks
just
he's Achilles.
I could have been Achilles
Bo,
for sure.
Bo was Achilles.
No,
And-
I've just always had
and
this
then-
like moral obligation to do the right thing, even when I was
Sure.
a kid.
But you've never
Always.
had power with no consequences.
I
is the
truly
thing.
believe you can give me all the power in the world, and I would not abuse it. I wouldn't.
Not
That
even
crazy.
More, not
You,
even
you don't.
I
Deserve,
don't think I would abuse
You
it.
don't deserve power then.
Yeah, I don't think I'd abuse it.
What's the point of having power if you're not going to use it?
Knowing that I have the power and that makes me stronger that I'm not using it.
If I was 12 and got a kingdom, I'm knocking every like 30-year-old
Hell no.
down. For sure.
Nah,
30 was
not me.
old back then.
Yeah, I like him like that. I like him older.
Logan's disappointed in me, but it's true.
No, I'm just saying.
I think you're being
Logan
honest.
is just, it's like such a waste of resources to him. It's like, God damn it. Use what you have.
Logan's got a new definition for like old soul, you know? He wants to go back to these times.
Yeah, Logan wants to utilize all that's given to him.
Yeah. Not even just like Johnny Cash. He wants to.
Logan would be
have
crazy
orgy
in ancient
boats.
times. Like, if he could go back and like utilize his
Guys,
like
this is
persuasion,
not true.
like the way he could talk to people, he would be like the king's gesture that like, this guy's fucking dope.
I would win over.
Oh,
the
everybody.
masses.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah. Sex Hitler, I'm telling you.
You don't even have to. You don't even have to go that far back. If you could just go back like 100 years and start a cult.
Oh my God.
Logan would be a cult leader for
I would.
sure.
I would be the
I
new
think
Joseph
I could start
Smith.
a cult for sure.
I don't think
100%.
you could start a cult. You're not likable enough.
That's so
Logan
untrue.
is you're likable,
So
but
untrue.
not in like the way of like I want to follow this man.
I
Logan
am
is likable
so
like
good.
The leader of men.
I want to follow this guy into
I'm
wherever
so
we're
good at
going.
manipulating. It's crazy.
That's not the point.
It is. That's how you create a cult. You manipulate
Okay,
people
but
into
he's good at
believing what you
manipulating, but
want.
it's like
Thank
like
you, guys.
desirable, you know?
Thank you.
You're not like a manipulative like I want
Thank you
to
so
be
much.
like you. It's like
I bully you into it to where you want to do it.
Dude, I think you'd be a great cult leader.
I think so too. I really do. I really
I think you'd
do.
be so good.
I do.
I think you'd be
Bo's
so
is-
good.
Bo's mad.
If
that
you
he-
join
I'm
my
not
cult,
mad, I'm just
I'll make
being
you the best
honest.
cult leader ever.
Bo's jealous, man.
All right, this is a little old, but since we were gone for so long, what's your guys' favorite theory on like all this drone stuff going on?
Like in the military
Or
stuff.
what do you think is actually happening? Is it from this planet? Is it not? What do you think?
You guys go first.
I don't know, dude. There's so much that goes on.
I'm alien pilled, so
I'm at the point in my life where I question everything and like what's going on. So, and I don't know what it is now. I feel like everything I run into on social media is like what's the word? I forgot it earlier. We were talking about it.
Conspiracy.
A conspiracy theory. So it's like I'm hearing things like obviously the government probably has technology that's way
Super
far
tech.
beyond that we even know of. So it's like I've seen people talking about it's like Project 20 Bluebird or something
blue
or
beam.
Blue Beam, where it's like, okay, the government's going to have this crazy technology. They're going to make it look like aliens are invading to have a one world government, which I'm like, maybe that's possible. I don't know. I've been on a weird, like, growing closer to God kick. And so now I'm like, I don't know if I believe in aliens anymore. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know.
So okay.
But that's
So
a weird, yeah.
I
don't know.
think aliens are for sure real. If the drone shit's aliens or not, that's a big what if, big question mark for me. But there's no question in my heart that aliens are real.
And that's fair.
Zero. I've watched a lot of documentaries, and I call them documentaries. It's a loose term. It's a loose term, but I'm fully bought in.
I'm back and forth on it. I feel like at the same time, we would have had like an actual encounter, not like a light that just disappears in the sky type of shit.
Well, supposedly the government has, and there's been, and again, this is like a government conspiracy theory where it's like maybe they're just releasing this information to like disguise what's really going on. But like there's like literally been government, like where they meet and they talk about, hey, like this shit's real. Like we have alien technology. Like we've encountered aliens.
So
like,
what you said of like we would have had an actual thing.
Mm-hmm.
there's been actual.
Well, I didn't get to finish. Bo just kind of
That's true.
rammed
He
in. so-
fucking jumped on
Yeah,
that.
I'm just waiting for my turn again.
Well, you would just be a shitty cult
he,
leader.
He
So I just-
dogpiled your words.
yeah, 100%.
I was just gonna say there's 100% been like real, like
Which is
encounters,
It's insane that it's not talked about more.
but
Well, I think it would terrify the world.
that's what it is.
yeah. They would go into a panic.
Where it's like, okay, if there's superiority in the sky
Mm-hmm.
and we're not the superior thing, it's like who's gonna listen to us now
Mm-hmm.
if we don't even really run the show?
Yeah, it doesn't matter what our government says if somebody else just tells our government what to do.
Exactly.
Yeah. But the other half of why I
I'm
think
sorry.
it's possible.
He jumped on your words.
No, yeah, I won't let it happen
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, I
Um,
apologize. I'm sorry.
Is I'm sure you guys have heard of the theory that civilizations get so advanced,
yes.
and then the world ends and you have to restart.
I think that's true, and I think that's where we're headed with AI.
That's why I think like, okay, maybe aliens have wiped us out before, and now we're at this point in the rebuild, and so it's only a a matter of time until they come back and fuck us up again, and then we restart again. That's like
I don't
the
know if
other
it's
half
aliens.
of
I don't know.
whatever.
I don't know if it would be aliens killing us out. I can't even. The thing is, like, all
We're
the shit I've
shitty
watched.
people. I feel like we fuck aliens over, and then they're obviously more advanced.
I would agree.
And then they kill us.
I feel like
If you're go ahead.
everything that everyone
You
said
let him talk.
is that they don't know what it is. They're like, it could be us from the future. It could be
Like an interstellar
yeah,
thing.
could be aliens. Could be, they say, like, interdimensional beings, where it's like it's not even in our
I kind of
grasp.
believe that stuff more now.
But like, that's the thing, is like, they're like, we don't know what they are, but there's definitely shit, like things that fly
There's shit
around
that can't be explained.
that we see
that's going
that
on.
we've got videos of or photos of that we cannot explain.
Well, like your brother had that situation one time.
Yeah.
And like, it's weird. Like, I'm sure it happens all the time.
That
But
was
we
like
don't hear
well,
about it. So
I talked to you guys about that, and then it was on the news like a week later. These people
Yeah.
that are like, "Yo, we saw these green creatures." Like,
But didn't people come by the police station and like take all the shit?
no, they called. So like these people were calling. Oh, like we're seeing these green orbs falling from the sky. These 12-foot green creatures, and like so they got the first call. They're like, "Dude, this guy's insane."
This guy's
Obviously,
on drugs.
and then like they just got like multiple calls in the same area. It described me the exact same thing. So there's the first guy that reported to the scene. I never like followed up with him about this. Literally, his body cam footage showed like a green orb. I guess one of the guys filmed it from his phone because they knew they were going to take the body cam footage. So they filmed it from his phone to see it.
that's a good cop.
And they saw this green orb falling, like it was just like a green light falling from the sky.
Mm.
And so supposedly that agent or that cop disappeared for like I don't know if he ever came back. I never asked him about this, but like he disappeared. Some guys in like suits showed up and like, "Hey, we'll take over from here."
And I want to just touch real quick on
Which is
how
insane.
proud I am of you for saying supposedly with the D.
I know, yeah, I've
and
been
not
working on that a
B.
lot. I have
'Cause that shit
I
used
literally
to
actively have to
drive me
remind
so
myself.
fucking mad.
But yeah, literally, I don't want to. Somebody was telling me the story like a
Mm-hmm.
week prior, and then it became like mainstream news that was going on.
and that guy's dead now.
And everything lined up. So I mean, obviously, who knows? Maybe it's a prank or whatever's going on. I don't
So
know.
maybe 2-3 weeks ago, air traffic controllers over Portland or what's the other city? Seattle. It's one of the two, Portland or Seattle. One of those. They're a bunch of like commercial jets flying in, and the first call is
Oregon
like,
coast.
yeah, the first one's like, hey, I'm seeing like 4 or 5 planes like flying around erratically up here. Like you guys have eyes on this? Like, no, we don't see anything. They're flying like crazy. Like they're all over the place. One of them's flying like way out and way back. Then the next guy calls, and then the next guy calls, and then and they're like, yeah, no. And he's like, are these UFOs out here? And they're like, yeah, like we guess we got UFOs. And one of the guys took a photo of it and sent it to the controller, the air traffic controller. He's like, can you show me like what they look like? Sends a photo. It gets posted on YouTube, and then the next day I go to rewatch the video. And
Yeah,
it's
he said
taken
it to me.
down.
It's taken
It's
down.
gone.
But I was just like, the audio was reposted somewhere else, but the one with the photo's gone. And it's literally like this guy was describing like these red orbs going from out of space all the way down to the floor, back up, and then flying out past the ocean, like past him, and then all the way back.
Mm.
And it's just like,
It's just insane that we live in a world where
doing? What is this?
these things happen. We see these things. It's known that like weird shit is going on, but like nothing changes.
Yeah, doesn't change your day.
Like it doesn't change your day. I'm still going out. I'm doing the normal things that I need to do.
I think until
I'm
you're
going to work.
like involved personally, it doesn't feel real.
Right.
Because I mean, we've heard aliens our whole
That is
life.
fair. Yeah.
So until like you're that guy with your phone out and you're like, holy shit, like this is crazy.
This is
It's
insane. I'm
just
seeing
like,
it for myself.
It's another movie, It's
And
another story.
that's another crazy thing. I could go about aliens all day, so we should move on.
Maybe we should get like
Because
We
if-
were
if
talking
we
about
say
AI,
something.
right? Or we were
If you
talking
let me
about
go
drones.
about aliens, I'll go.
Because I wasn't really paying attention when, like, what was it, a month ago when they were talking about the drones in the sky or, like, whatever those were? I was not.
Really, the only weird thing about them, from what I've gathered, is that they weren't really admitting any sort of heat signature, like a typical drone, like even an electric drone, or obviously something that's
Yeah.
powered by some sort of jet fuel. Like obviously that's going to produce heat, but like the drones that they were seeing, they were producing no heat signature.
They're, like,
The
made out of
only
cum.
thing-
So that was really the only thing
That
was
is kind of weird.
different.
Because I saw Trump talking about it, like, there's drones is I don't know what's going on either. And then I never heard anything about it after that.
He said we like trust me.
Yeah,
we know
he
where
like,
there
knew
are
what was going on,
what
but like, I
garage they're
can't tell
coming out
you.
of.
Yeah, we know, but
we know something. But the big thing, I guess, was like they were going out towards the ocean and then coming back.
Isn't that another conspiracy theory that like aliens come from the ocean?
Yeah, guys, don't even get me fucking
don't-
going. If you guys want to have an alien podcast, we could do our
probably
a
not.
whole
I don't
alien
think anybody
podcast.
wants to hear about aliens.
Not today.
I do
would
think
need to research.
AI is going to be the end of our like civilization.
I think so, yeah.
as we know it.
All right, we'll move to something
Hopefully.
a little different. Do you guys think you could win the Masters if you started 150 yards out? Andrew's original question said from the green. Obviously, you could fucking win if you're starting on the green.
I don't think so.
Stupid.
The greens
Even
there
if
are nuts.
It's going to be furthest point from the green.
Even if you 3-putt every single.
You would probably putt half your putts off the green, Carter.
Yeah.
Their greens are insane.
Yeah, they're like perfect, and they
But
play them all the time.
150.
No.
If you gave me a year of like, hey, you have a year to literally lock in, practice, and just this is my life. I'm getting prepared for the Masters from 150 out. I'm taking my P wedge every day. I'm hitting 1,000 strokes.
Make
with
a
my
wish
P-wedge.
kid Bo playing from
I
150.
think I could. Right now, no way.
I really genuinely think if you gave me 5 months and like that's all I had to do for the next 5 months, I could.
Yeah, like you gave me a
100%.
training. Like, okay, I know I'm 150 out. I'm doing.
I hit one club and then putt. Yes,
I think I could do it.
100%.
I don't
You give me
think so,
5
dude.
months of one club, done.
I mean, we're not talking. Give me a year to prep on.
But if
pro
it's right
courses
now,
and putting.
if it's
Yeah.
right now, and you're like throw in, hell no, because I'm hitting my first shot
Okay,
100 yards to the right.
What
and
about
then,
from the green then? You think you could?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
no question. Lag putts, easy.
Yeah. I feel like the green is way too easy. Maybe 50 yards out.
Well, let me hold that. That's. I don't know, dude. It seems tough. Some of those greens have like 80, 90-foot putts.
The thing with golf is, it's like, okay, you're 150 out. Imagine all these holes that have water, sand, whatever it is. You hit one bad shot. Now you're hitting 3,
Yeah, but
chipping up.
We're not talking 1v1. We're talking the whole Masters.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be so easy to lose a hole and hit fucking triple bogey from 150 out, and then you're like, all right, well, I can't win now.
Right.
So, yeah, there's no way.
I don't
Unless
think
I was
150
like-
is even close to possible.
I could do it.
Yeah.
And Logan's saying fucking 5 months, and you're saying a year you could compete.
I think I would need at
100%.
least a little while to like really hone in.
One club.
Bro, people that play in the Masters are playing every day. That's all they do. They wake up, they go
all
fucking
they
hit
do.
hundreds of balls, then they take a break, they go eat lunch, they train a little bit, and then they go hit more balls, then they're chipping, then they're putting. That's all they do.
Right. And you guys play a couple times a week and think you could play for 5 months and be there. They've done this for 25
Yes,
years.
but I would go to the range and I wouldn't have any other club but my P wedge.
That's it.
And my sand wedge and my
then you
loft
putt.
wedge. And I would just putt. That's all I would do. I would just practice my P wedge over and over and over.
Carter, I've played with these guys a couple times over the last month. I don't think we're doing it.
150, I would agree, would be hard. From the greens.
I don't think 150 is possible.
Yeah, 150 would probably be very hard. From the greens is too easy. I don't care who.
The thing is, I played a 7,200 yard par course. My driver was going great that day, but my 5-iron, I was playing for 215. I didn't miss the green one time, not once.
That's one round.
No, it's not. It's just one round exactly.
Yeah, you got to have that round.
But I can have that round, so it's like.
But
I
it's
know
also
I can.
the like, hey, I'm at the Masters.
Yeah, it's a whole different thing.
It's
But
a
if you just give me
whole-
one club to train on,
You're going up to your 150 mark,
One
shaking
club.
out your fucking boots.
just
I
one
would
club.
say what 60 to green putter, whatever that's in from 50 yards.
I'd rather take my P wedge.
The only argument I see is like making it up huge on par fives.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
because
You're
That's
guaranteed like eagle on a par 5. I think if you
you could
three
get
putt.
2 eagles.
After like the first probably 5 holes, you could probably get speed down.
actually, the more I think about it, no, there's no shot.
Not from 150.
The
I don't think
courses they
there's-
play are outrageous. Like the courses we
From
play are
150,
easy.
yeah. From
The courses they play
150, I
are
think
like
I agree.
kind of insane.
I don't think there's any chance
150
150
would be very hard.
Like
but
there's plenty of tour players. Like I've seen all the reels where they talk about, hey, what could somebody that shoots in the 80s, like a 10 handicap shoot on this course? They're like, oh, they wouldn't even break 100 on this course.
Right. The courses are fucking insane.
But that accounts for drives as well.
Mhm.
All right.
So it's like
yeah,
if
drives are typically the hardest part of the course.
the best driver in the world gets it in play 66% of the time.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
So if you're 150 out, and it's always 150. I think if you had a year or 6 months or whatever of just hitting one club,
I agree.
you would
if I
have
had some training time, I think
chance.
it would be like competitive.
We're not talking training time.
You'd make it to the third.
Talking
day.
current game.
Current
right
game,
You
no.
make it to the third day. I think so
For
too.
sure.
Current game, no. Definitely not.
now. I don't
Right,
think so
me
either.
right now, I'd make it to the third day from 150 yards out. There's
I
no
don't know.
question.
I
I'd put
don't
so
know.
much money on that.
I don't know.
You're insane.
It's a lot.
There's no question.
I love
We're
your
not playing
confidence.
Muni, man. We're not
I
playing
know,
Muni here.
I
But
don't
it's the
care.
same shot every time. That's
Yeah.
the difference. It's
Maybe.
the
It's
same.
It's the same shot until you see that there's a green where it's like, okay, I have to land it here. If I land it over here, the ball's gonna roll all the way down
If you have
into this
100%
ravine.
flat green, sure, it's the same
Yeah,
shot.
it's dude. Their greens
That's
are
like
outrageous.
That's like 1 or 2 holes though.
Is it?
No.
Yes, the ball is not rolling off the green into a ravine.
There was
for
only
every single.
There was only
hole.
one tournament where they had the turtle head fucking putters or the turtle head fucking greens that the ball fell off every time.
Yeah,
That's like one place. I think it's Pinehurst, and it might
I don't
not
know.
be.
that's not. It's not every single hole that has that.
I see 150 is impossible.
Well, you're just bad at golf, so
I see
there's
greens.
like you're
Not
out
anymore.
of the question.
Not anymore.
You're easily the worst one in this room.
You're out of the question. You're not. There's no chance.
If we take my last 3 games, I'm not the worst one in this room.
Your irons are bad.
Your driver was
Sometimes.
great.
Your
Sometimes.
irons are bad.
Sometimes.
His
So-
driver's pretty decent.
His driver's
sometimes.
gotten so good.
Irons are not. Is
but
not
your
your
irons are
strongest.
not your strong suit. So your 150 out is not going to be your bread and butter.
I don't think it's possible.
And your
for
putter
any
is
guys.
not.
I
not
don't. Yeah.
My
automatic
putter's
either.
kind of nice.
My P wedge is
from
one
the
of my
last
best
3
clubs.
rounds.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's when I started taking it serious. and
Okay,
I started
that's fair.
caring.
But and then if I have a caddy that's telling me, hey, this is the read, this is where you want to put it, and then maybe
Play
That's another big.
That's an
piece.
play it
dude,
with
that's
60.
huge. I
That's
play with
so
those old
big.
guys, dude.
I didn't even
at Los
think about
Prados.
that. That's so huge.
No, my putting is so much better because I'm like, what's the line here? And I have it like 2 feet out to the left. He's like, yeah, I would just take it just right to the right side of the pin. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's where I was thinking too,
Okay.
actually. And literally, I just hit it, and it's like, okay, that's the perfect line.
Right.
So it's like if I had somebody telling me, hey, this is where you need to put the ball, then maybe too that's a.
What if I'm your
that's a big
caddy, though?
point. No, I'd have a professional caddy. So that's also a good point.
I'm kind of nice at caddy, though.
Because that's huge. It completely changes the game. Imagine like we're sitting here trying to read a putt, but you have a guy that his literal job is to know
Yeah.
the slopes of the green.
Mm.
So I don't know.
I think 150 is still no. I don't think so.
Be close. Be close.
All right. Someone breaks into your guys' house while you guys are shitting. Are you wiping first? or are you
Oh
getting-
my God, that's such a good question.
That is a great question.
That is such a good question.
Someone breaks into your house.
Yeah.
And like I'm
No,
fully
like-
aware that somebody
Right.
is breaking
I'm
in.
getting up and I'm butt naked running for my gun.
Yeah, same.
For sure.
I
You hear a window shatter, so you know it's a break in at that point.
I think I'm getting one wipe in for sure.
No,
I think I get one quick
No.
wipe and I'm gone.
You're on your phone for sure.
I take fiber, so I don't even really need to wipe. I
Right.
take a lot of fiber.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a very clean ass. So, reality, I wipes 90% of the time are just like for charity.
Even if I'm peeing out of my ass, I'm not wiping.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just throwing away the whatever.
I
you
could have
Yes.
shit my pants and I'm not wiping.
See, me, I'm thinking I need to be, if I'm going to defend my home, I need to be in like the best state in order for me to do that.
Your takes are getting really bad right now.
And if I have shit on my ass, I'm not going to feel like I can fight somebody.
The
or
burger's not going to
overpower
respect
somebody.
you with shitty ass.
Yeah, nah, it's going to be gross.
I had a situation like this one time when I was like 16, my mom's house. She like left the back door open, so the wind like slammed the like screen door open, and I was like, "Oh shit, like somebody's in my fucking house." I was like butt naked playing League, dude. It was like 2 a.m. And I went downstairs, nothing but fists, but ready to die for it, basically. I was shaking though. I was terrified.
Oh, dude.
Dude,
When
I'm,
that
I'm
level
like,
of fear is
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm
unreal.
going down the steps, but I don't know why I keep going down.
Yeah.
And like every step was just like I had to like lift my foot up from like fucking
That's
Velcro.
crazy. Yeah.
But dude, I'm like, it's cold. I'm in underwear and I'm like, who's in my fucking house? Like yelling. I'm like 16. I'm like 130 pounds. But
It's my biggest fear is killing like a family member thinking it was a break-in or getting killed by a family member. Because like sometimes they'll lock up the door and I got to fucking break in the house.
Right, go on the side or something.
Something.
Yeah.
It
No,
is
I'm-
way more stressful. I remember living
would you
when I
have
lived in my
house?
apartment,
I do. I just don't know where they are most of the time.
and I don't know if it was like I still don't know to this day.
I do.
It's so Logan. Dude. Last time we went golfing, he left his phone in the fucking car.
No, Jesse called me the other day. Jesse calls me and he's like, "Hey, can you check Logan's location? He lost his phone on the golf course." I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." And they're at Paiute, so I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like describing to him. He's like, "Oh yeah, that's hole 3," and they're like on hole 6. I'm like, "Bro, how is this possible?"
So what happened was I got paired up with a random threesome, and then I'm like looking for balls. I'm just like not in this hole. I'm coming on cold, but I just want to play. And I'm like, and then I'm standing up on this mountain ridge, and Jesse's like, "Hey!" And I look over, and he's like, "I'm like, is it just you two?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Come play with us." I'm like, "Fuck it, okay." And I go to my cart, and my phone's just on top of my jacket, and I'm like taking a crazy way there, so it just
it
slides
slid off.
off. It
That's
happens.
different.
It happens all the time.
Well, you want to hear? Look at this. Look at this.
He's lost his wallet before. I remember going to search for that. He lost his phone like 3 weeks ago. We
Real
had to go
quick,
find
though,
that.
Real quick, listen to this. Look what I was sent. I didn't say anything, but I was sent this. I was sent. Actually, I screenshotted it. Here it is. It was intelligent people are more likely to be messy, stay up late, and curse often. Study finds. And then someone sent me that and said, "Fuck you."
A study from Dickhead University.
Yeah, who studied that, bro?
That's like
Listen,
a Tumblr post.
Listen, a doctor sent that to me. So, take it as you will. He said,
Doctor Who.
He said, "Fuck you." And I said, "Dude, sorry. I'm intelligent. Sorry.
Mm.
I don't know where my stuff is all the time. I'll find it though. And I always do."
What were we talking about before that?
I was trying to think,
breaking
trying to
in,
get
wiping.
wiping your ass. You
No,
were
I've
about
only
to go
had
on
one.
something.
No, when I was living alone in my apartment, I swear I don't know if I was dreaming or what, but I swear I heard like my door bust open, and I remember like that
Like
was
front door
like
or room door.
it was. I only have one front door, so it was like my front door. So like I literally like fucking, and I have a gun in my like my nightstand drawer, and I remember like how like the feeling of like trying to get in because it's like
It feels like
I
forever.
have a lock on it, so I'm like I busted my fucking nightstand drawer open, and I'm like trying to open it out with a gun, and I'm like, holy shit! And like I walk out, and like obviously nobody's there. I'm like, holy shit! I would have died 100% in that moment. Like if
It's a
he just
small
ran
apartment.
in,
Yeah.
insane. So I'm like, I understand how you feel walking down the stairs. You're like, holy shit! Like
Yeah,
somebody's in my
I mean,
house.
it's like it literally is like fight or flight. Like
It's-
you
it's
make the
insane,
decision.
yeah.
Do I get under my bed or do I go try to see what the fuck is going on? Because I've cleared this house with my gun before too.
No, there's no
um,
way I could lay under my bed.
Yeah, no, I would never.
It's no
You're
shot.
dead.
Yeah,
You're literally dead.
no shot.
But I've had
What
it.
happened when you cleared this house with it?
I don't remember what the noise was, but I
Just
heard
for fun,
something. I got out of bed, like I heard a huge. I think it was like 4 a.m, and I had my gun. I always sleep with my gun close.
It's the worst because it's the middle of the night and you're sleeping and you hear something.
right. You're
like,
all like,
so
fucked
you're
up.
like, okay, I can't take it lightly because I don't know what I heard.
I don't know if I was sleeping when I heard this.
Exactly. So you're like, I have to take it seriously.
Right.
I have a wife.
Did I just jump off a building and I woke up and
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
there's somebody in my house?
I don't know.
But yeah, no, I had one in the chamber. I was walking around and I was like turning corners, like aimed. Like I didn't know what was going on, but I got to do it.
That was me. That was me that night.
You were in my house,
Yeah.
I
just needed a snack.
and if I'm
There was
being
one night.
if I'm being dead honest, if I think, because my lights are off, if I see anything, I'm probably shooting immediately.
Dude, there was one night. I can't remember how it ended, but Justin was at home alone.
Yeah,
His parents are out of town. It was
you
like
guys broke
me,
into her
Zach,
house.
We
Yeah.
broke into his house at like 2 a.m, dude. I don't like have like a solid memory of it.
Matt
I
tells the
just,
story all the fucking
oh,
time.
dude, he was like in there like throwing shit, like moving shit around and like.
Yeah.
Trying to scare him.
Yes.
Dude, they're like in high school. They're like 16, 17.
This is when I was going over to your house. I was like, like 17
junior,
years old.
senior year of high
So
school.
he's
maybe.
like 18, like home alone. His parents are on vacation somewhere. And we're just
you
like,
hear like 3
we're like
people
hiding behind the couch, and like Matt's going through his pantry, like moving forks around and shit. Like,
trying to scare them.
Did he wake up or no?
yes,
Yeah,
he
no,
came
he-
down.
he
He
was,
came down
like,
the stairs like butt
fully-
naked, like
Yeah, he thought people were in his house, and they were.
they were in his
people in
house.
his house.
Yeah,
hmm
Logan, you tried to scare somebody, fake breaking in their house one time.
Which,
What
like,
did
thinking
I do?
about it now, it's not funny at all.
I did that.
Yeah, with
What-
the dog.
No, it's so funny.
It's funny.
With James.
It's so funny.
What did I do?
With James the dog, he tried to go in the back door.
James.
Codename James.
Yeah.
Right.
He doesn't remember.
You told me about this.
I
doesn't
remember this
remember.
too.
Doesn't remember.
You're going
Crazy.
you're going to mess with him, and you went in his back door, and their Rottweiler
Oh.
met you at the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
That was not cool.
Didn't recognize you.
No.
Well, he
No.
didn't have his pants off. So.
Yeah. Yeah. R.I.P.
Yeah. Huge RIP actually.
Yeah, for both of you.
Like almost like twice as big RIP.
Yeah, that did happen. Yeah. I tried to scare my buddy.
My buddy.
My bro I was fucking at the
James,
time.
yeah. Should have been me.
All right, Logan, you recently went to New York. You had a bi conversation with
Oh
some
yeah.
of our buddies.
Okay. So I was at a bar and this girl was talking. So one of our friends, I'm friends with this girl, but because my friend is friends with this girl.
Yeah.
And she was
She
saying
live in New York?
she lives in New York.
Okay.
Now, when we knew her from different times, but so she was like, yeah, like I think like he's cute or whatever, but like I think it would be so much hotter if he was like bi or something. And it just
This
drove
was about who?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay.
Your buddy.
Yeah. But it just
His
drove
real buddy.
It just drove me up a wall where I was just like, what are you saying right now? Because like they're living in Brooklyn where it's like super androgynous and everyone's like they, them, fluid, all of the
Gay.
whole, not gay, everything other than just gay or straight.
You can't just be one
No.
out there. Okay.
No. So it's everything else.
Okay.
And like that's the whole thing. And I was just like, no one, like if you're not bi, like if you're just not into guys, I think we all could be bi. I think like if we were talking about what we talked about on the Patreon, check it out. Check it out.
Yes, good plug.
Mm.
That's how you become bi. Not every time. I think there's just normal dudes like Marlon Brando who was fucking every girl in the world, got bored of it, started fucking guys. That's what happened with Marlon Brando, in my opinion. But you can OD on pussy and then, then you got to go gay a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's
Have to.
that's
Yeah.
what happens.
Mm-hmm.
It's not me. I don't make the rules.
Okay.
I haven't OD'd before. Yet. Fingers crossed.
you've got-
I could actually see that for him.
You
for
had
sure.
to have been right on the fucking edge at
Fingers-
least
I
once.
could actually see
Fingers
that for him.
crossed. Hopefully I hopefully.
Mm.
But I was telling her, I was like, listen, the one time I would fuck a guy, like the one out of a billion times that I would fuck a guy just because I can't say I wouldn't. And this was my example. If I was in Hollywood and it was me and it was Salma Hayek
Mm-hmm.
and it was
And yeah, whoever.
and it was
Doesn't matter. Brad Pitt.
Margot Robbie, and we're just fucking, and 12 other of them, whoever they
the best
are,
of the best. Yeah.
the top dogs, and we're
one
all
dude
just having a crazy hot sex moment,
on an orgy boat.
and then Brad Pitt walks in 2000, and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And they're like, "Listen, like if you fuck Brad, like you
That
can
would-
fuck us forever."
You're fucking Brad.
What am I gonna do?
You
Yeah,
grab
no,
him by
I
his
see
hair,
that.
his long hair in 2000s.
I'm gonna fuck Brad Pitt.
Mm-hmm. So
But
basically, me.
that's
you
the-
want to fuck me?
No, I don't want to, but if that's what is demanded of me,
He'll do it.
I'm gonna get the job done.
Yeah.
So there's got to be some kind of gain or motivation.
You know what I mean?
That's
though?
his whole life.
But that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
The one time that would ever happen,
Mm-hmm.
I can't claim. It's stolen valor, in my opinion. If I'm like, yeah, no, like I'm bi, I would fuck Brad Pitt that one time. It's such a far reach, I think.
Well, you're gonna do what you have to do.
I think it's gay stolen valor.
I think
though.
you've got to play to your strength. Like we've kissed. Like we're bi. If
That's not what it means to be bi.
That's not what it
did
means.
you get a
to be bi.
boner?
Yeah,
No.
but
Yeah,
like that's
we're bi.
besides
You
the
didn't get a
point.
boner.
We're
dude.
bi.
I had other stuff going on though.
Yeah, but that's fine. We're bi. So now you're hot. as
Logan's
shit today.
imagination is so crazy that if he was kissing you, he could imagine that he was kissing somebody else. So I could see him getting a boner. in
I
that.
don't
I
think
am
so.
the captain of my own mind.
Yes,
I
he
don't-
is very strong-minded.
I don't think he'd be able to get me out of his head. Really, if we were to actually kiss,
I don't.
Do you guys
think
see what I
that's
mean
true
though?
at all.
It's like you can't claim bi.
if you haven't done it,
No, not even if you haven't done it, but just like for the 1 in a billion chance that you would fuck a guy. Because like,
You got to really be about it. You're saying
not even be about. Yeah, I guess you. Yeah, I guess
like
you really
you'd have to be like, yeah, like okay, like he's hot, not just Brad Pitt in a pool of women. and
I gotta
crazy
I gotta
demand.
knock him down to get
Yeah.
to the rest of these riches. You know.
No, you're a businessman at that point.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Like if you do it for money, like, 45 grand to fuck somebody, you're not
45
bi.
Gs.
You're getting paid to do it.
Yeah, I'm gay for pay.
Yeah.
You're not doing it out of pure enjoyment.
Right. No.
Yeah.
I got to work to come.
So what was she was saying that, oh my God, if you were bi, it'd be so much hotter.
She's just like, yeah, she's just.
What does that mean?
She's just into.
She
like
doesn't even
the.
know, man.
She doesn't know.
This is what it is, though. This is like my synopsis of it. Is like, they want the, like, undefinable.
Right.
Like, because it's like an enigma, that's why there's a draw to it versus like just the straight and narrow, like, or the box in. It's like, don't box yourself in. Like, everyone's so different and there's so many different ways of cutting the same whatever.
I wonder if it's like more narcissistic than that.
I
of
think
like,
so.
He has the option to go with boys or women, and he chose me over other women and boys. So now it's hotter because I've beaten two groups of people.
I see.
I've never thought of it like that.
I haven't
but
thought
I could
about it
see
like
that.
but I like it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Still
it
stupid.
it was very frustrating to have the conversation, like just trying to like not just fucking
Shut up.
What are you saying? You know what I mean?
She's hot though.
No.
Not hot enough to go by.
No.
Okay.
No. But I was just like, it was just my I was just listening to it and I was just like, this is stupid. This is a dumb conversation we're having right now. Like this. That's
how
what,
I feel right now.
That's what would make you.
Yeah.
That's what
You
would
gotta-
make him hotter.
I just don't
Not
think
if
she
he
knows
beat-
what she
not
wants.
if he
so
beat
she
his
just-
last 5 girlfriends. He beat his last 5 girlfriends, but
He also had
since
2
he's
boyfriends.
Since he's bi, then
yes.
he's hot.
Yes.
There's another side to him, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But did he beat the boyfriends?
Yeah.
It's by side.
I don't know.
Mm.
All right. Well, I think that's all we got for you guys this episode. Thanks for welcoming
have anything
us
else you
back
guys wanna
with
add in?
open
I
arms.
felt quick.
I just don't really have much. If you guys got anything, you guys can
We
keep
haven't gotten to
going.
any of Bo's topics yet.
I mean, yeah, this podcast has just been
Flying by.
flying through my mind, dude.
We've had a
Just-
fucking year.
I can't just stop
We're
thinking
at our,
about
we're at our
topics. and-
normal time. It's not like we're
No,
short.
yeah,
or
we've been
anything.
talking for a little while.
So, well, we appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys want to send in questions, so we have stuff to talk about, wkwcpodcast@gmail.com. Please email them. Do not put them in the Patreon because we are not great about checking the Patreon comments.
I mean, if
So-
if my friends will commit to doing this again, I will be back on my Patreon.
We'll do this
shit.
again for sure. I don't know what's been going on for the past.
We honestly got burned out. We were doing 1 a week or 2 every other
It
week.
just felt like so forced, like we had to be here.
right. You guys
Instead of
weren't
it just being
enjoying
like, we just want to hang out with our friends.
Right.
The thing is, if you put me in a cage, I'm gonna break out of the
That
cage.
that's wait, that's it. 100%.
if you put me in a
If
cage.
you force Logan into something, he's not gonna do it.
if I want to do it, I will. And if you don't make me,
that's
do
very
it,
true. I never thought of it like that.
But like for the question stuff, even if you don't want to, like you guys have to because we need it.
I don't think we need it. We can
I
sit here and
want-
talk
you
about
guys,
random
you guys
shit.
want to see us? You guys got to send in.
We can make this
questions.
an aliens only podcast.
I want our
and
gay
have
boy
Logan
that
just
turned
talk
straight
for
to come
hours.
back so bad.
what?
Our gay boy that came straight.
Yeah, give us an update.
With the
You,
coworker.
Didn't he give us an
You
update?
switch back to
Only
boys,
one.
or you go to
Yeah.
girls permanently. Give us an update.
He's bi. That girl would love him.
We should start every episode calling out to him for like the next 3 or 4.
SOS.
Yeah, SOS are question mark by soldier.
Mhm.
Where did you go?
Yeah.
What happened?
Ex-gay man.
Yeah, formerly full gay, now half gay.
Mm-hmm.
At least 12% less gay than you were before.
Minimum 12.
Because I want to know how that shook out.
I'm remembering the conversation and the whole
Mhm.
scenario.
It
It's
was
like,
amazing. Honestly, it's like it was so good that I'm like,
If it's real, dude,
if it's real,
make a porn about it.
If it's not real, then hey, congrats to you for coming up with that.
Because
That
it was so-
it was very well written.
so elaborate.
But keep
It was
writing.
like you could visualize the whole thing going on as he was like,
Yeah.
like the
You're-
words just made you imagine it in your head. Like, wait, this is happening.
You're a
Even a year
natural
later, I
right
storyteller.
in front of my eyes.
I remember it a year later.
a natural novelist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I was like locked in.
And he, dude, it was so well written. Like, there were parts where I was like, dude, this guy's fucking gay. And then he'd talk about, like, the feet or some tits in a way. I'm like,
Yeah,
wait,
wait.
Eating her ass, and
he's
I'm like,
kind of
what?
gay.
Yeah,
He's
he,
not
like-
full gay. He's kind of gay.
and he's describing it in a
I
way
do
where you
that.
know, like, no, he's
Mhm.
actually like this happened.
Yeah.
He's not making this up.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's describing it too well. Like he had to have actually gone through this.
It's almost like he found his muse, and now he's inspired, and it's just
Yeah.
like the spirit's writing for him.
Yeah, come back to us,
Please.
mister.
We'll find his email tag, and then just
I've got it. It's flagged.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I have it.
All right. We'll see you guys when we come back.
Maybe we should put his email on our show and have all of our viewers email him,
Spam him.
until
Hey,
he reaches out.
fucking call again.
Yeah.
All right. Be checking you guys' emails.
Here come our feet.